the law as it sits right now, your thoughts on where we are in this moment?
Well, I'm very upset that we're in this place. You know, women have fought for decades, myself included, to maintain the right to choose. And the fact that the Texas legislature took this unprecedented step to restrict the necessary health care for so many thousands of Texans is unconscionable to me. I'm hopeful that our federal court system will step in and make it right. I have no confidence that the state court system will. The Texas Supreme Court is merely an extension of the executive branch. They pretty much do Governor Abbott's bidding. So I'm hopeful that our federal judiciary will step in and do its role and preserve the rights of women.
Talk to me about the law as it exists right now with zero exemption for the victims of rape, the victims of incest. There's a lot of outrage with that. There's outrage over the law itself, but that specifically as well.
It's horrifying. I mean, can you imagine being a 13-year-old girl who's been raped by her father and then forced to carry her sister to term? She's barely equipped to be a mother at 13 years old. And that happens in the state of Texas. And or to the family that's been so desperately wanting to have a family and they find out that there's some significant abnormalities for their child and it's going to pose a significant health risk to the mother to carry it to term. And then they have to really worry, is she going to survive as well for a child that's not going to survive on its own? I mean, these are just heart-wrenching situations. And the fact that our state and our state legislature just does not care about that, is just turns a blind eye to the pain that this bill is putting people in, is unconscionable to me.
What do you know on the legal side of things as far as challenges to that specific aspect with no exclusion for rape or incest?
Well, there's going to be legal challenges all across the board to many aspects of this bill, not only to that provision, but also this, you know, vigilante system that we put in place now that empowers people from all over without any standing whatsoever to bring a lawsuit. It's unprecedented what they're trying to do in the judicial system on this bill. You know, I would love to turn it on its head and say maybe we should have this same sort of judicial system for those that spread COVID misinformation, because that is killing people too. And so if we're going to start going there, where does this end, this vigilante justice system of creating causes of action for people? So I'm hopeful that the federal court system will say this is ridiculous and it must stop.
Right. Where do you see things down the road with the legal challenges? And what kind of timeline do you think?
Well, you know, that's just really unknown at this time. You know, our Supreme Court is more conservative. I would have felt a lot better with Ruth Bader Ginsburg still on the bench, but I really don't know. And I think that that's part of what's causing the anxiety that so many women are facing right now, is the unknown, that we don't have this backstop that we thought we did. And so it's just uncertain. All we can do is hope and be active. But I can tell you this, is that I have never, ever in my political career have experienced the tenor of anger and ferocity that women are feeling right now. The Republicans are going to rue the day when they push this. They went too far. They just pushed it too far. And I think women are going to revolt hard come next November.
What do you tell your constituents who you talk to, who express their frustration? Do you give them offerings of hope, reality of this may never change? What do you tell them?
You know, all I can tell them is, as a fellow human being, that I feel their pain, I share their pain. I am very, very worried about the state of healthcare in this state, in our state. I'm very worried about women who are going to feel so desperate, especially women of lower economic means that don't have the opportunity to travel out of state. They're going to be so desperate that they're going to take very unsafe measures into their own hands and possibly kill themselves unintentionally because of this situation. I think it is terrible. And I just want women to know that we're here, we're fighting, we're using our voices every day, and we're not going to stop until we fix it.